Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Summertown Smackdown here from Summertown Elementary School. Our 5:15 game will feature the Lady Eagles of Summertown and the Lady Eagles, or the Eaglettes, I should say, from Eagleville. AJ Good on the X Sports Network again. Hayden Burks is our producer. Second game we're doing today will be followed by Summertown and Lawrence County, then Lawrence County and Eagleville. Eagleville been busy here at the elementary school today. Earlier at 2:45 took on Lewis County, getting Summertown here, and then Lawrence County a bit later. The starting lineup here for Summertown: Izzy Garland, Macy Pettis, Zoe Bonner, Lena Brown, Millie Emerson, Annalie Kelly, and I believe I did say Izzy Garland. On the other side for Eagleville, you got Kaylin Baker, Campbell Leathers, Presley Campbell. Is that one first serve there from Baker is wide, and a 1-0 lead here for Summertown. Harper Bug and Liza Freese, along with the libero Presley Knowles. Back to serve will be Maddie Gillen. That one gets over the net. That is dug out by Freeze. Now they set up Leathers. That one is down. So Campbell Leathers gets the Lady Eagles on the board. Tied it up here at 1. Back to serve. And it looks like Autumn Burns, who just checked in. That's off the top of the net and down for the ace. Just a bad break there for Summertown and a good break for Eagleville. These two will meet up on night 1, opening night. I believe it will be in Summertown this year. Serve up, that is in the net. Ties the game up at 2. Maddie Huffstetler. And Audrey Huffstetler now checking in. As Audrey back to serve is dug out. And Presley Campbell now setting up Leathers. Saved by Huffstetler. Leathers over and in. Takes advantage of where Summertown wasn't. 3-2 the Eagleville lead. Checking in for the other Lady Eagles, Briley Bond. Back to serve is Campbell. Campbell's serve is dug out by Gillen. Over to Huffstetler, here to Emerson. That one is dug out by Baker. Setting up Leathers, that one's wide, and it is 3-all. Leathers can really sky high there, but unfortunately couldn't keep it in between the gray lines. Garland back to serve. And seeing first action is Annalie Bonner, and Garland's serve is in the net. As Kelly will come in for Garland. Now Leathers back to serve. So Lily Smith checking in for Eagleville. 4-3 to Eagleville lead. Leathers serve is dug out by Bonner. Huffstetler here to Emerson in the net. And it's a 5-3 Eagleville lead. Serve here from Leathers is dug out by Bonner off the flag. The Audrey to Maddie Huffstetler. It's dug out by Campbell, and a good effort all around by Eagleville, but Maddie Huffstetler with the kill makes it 5-4. Lena Brown, and now May Ricks coming in for Gillum and Emerson, and Ricks back to serve. Left-hander over the net. Campbell, and setting up Baker, and Baker's kill attempt goes long, and we're tied up at 5. Serve here from Ricks is dug out by Knowles. Campbell, that one kill attempt by Bond blocked. Brown, in the air over to Huffstetler. That is dug out by Knowles. Campbell now over to Leathers. Dug out by Kelly. Huffstetler over to Bonner, right on the back line. It's 6-5 Summertown. Summertown getting the better of that exchange up 1. Ricks with the hot hand back to serve. Is dug out by Knowles. Campbell setting up Baker. Baker gets it over. That is dug out. Ricks. Huffstetler to Brown, and Brown was in the net there, and it's tied up at 6. Knowles back to serve. Checking out is Smith. Serve here from Knowles. That is dug out by Ricks. Huffstetler to Maddie Huffstetler. Deflects around. Campbell in the air over to Baker. On the back line, 7-6 Eagleville. Harper Bug back in here for Eagleville, up 1, 7-6. Serve up and deflected in for the ace. It's 8-6. Serve here from Knowles. Dug out by Ricks. Maddie Huffstetler in the air over to Ricks, who will get it over the net. Knowles, Campbell. And that kill attempt there by Bond goes wide, 8-8. Or 8-7, excuse me. Audrey Huffstetler out. Checking in is Zoe Bonner. Both Huffstetlers out. Macy Pettis back in the game as well. Bonner's serve is dug out by Leathers. Campbell over to Bond and in. Tips it over and in. 9-7 the Eagleville lead. Bond will check out, and coming in the serve is Freeze. Serve here from Freeze, dug out by Ricks, excuse me. Bonner, over to Bonner, who gets it over the net. Now Bug, that one's dug out by Bonner. Battle at the net. Sent back to Summertown. Bonner to Bonner, blocked again. Bonner, back to Bonner. That time it's in the corner. And Ainsley Bonner fades away, gets it over, but she hit the ground really hard there. Might have hit her elbow. I believe she did hit her elbow. I hope she's okay. What a heck of a play she made, fading away and getting that one over and landing it in the corner. I hope this is nothing serious and she just is anything just shaken up by how hard she hit the ground. And coming up a bit gingerly. Make her way over and sit on the front row. She'll get evaluated. And that will bring Izzy Garland into the game. Kelly back to serve. 9-8 is the Eagleville lead. Kelly ready to go. It's over the net, dug out by Knowles, over to Campbell. Campbell setting up Leathers, dug out by Ricks. Kelly here to Pettis. It's dug out by Leathers on the back line. Campbell over to Baker, deflected wide. 10-8, Eagleville lead. Baker back to serve. Dug out by Ricks, sent back over to Eagleville. Knowles, Campbell, Bug. That one's in, make it 11-8. Serve here from Baker in the net, makes it 11-9. Emerson and Gillum back in. Brown and Ricks will check out for Summertown. And Gillum back to serve. Left-hander readies and deals. Dug out by Freeze. Campbell. Now over to Leathers. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner setting up Pettis. Pettis gets it over. Dug out by Knowles. Over to Campbell. Now over to Leathers. Deflects down and in. Off of Garland, the head of Emerson, and down. 12-9 is the Eagleville lead. Knowles will check out. Quickly back in is Smith, back to serve. Also in is Autumn Burns. Burns is served, dug out by Kelly. Zoe Bonner over to Emerson. That one's in. 2-point Eagleville lead, 12-10. Audrey and Maddie Huffstetler in. Zoe Bonner and Macy Pettis check out. And Audrey Huffstetler back to serve. It's over the net, dug out by Knowles. Campbell sending up Smith and wide. Just like that, it's a 1-point game. Huffstetler back to serve. It is dug out by Freeze. Campbell over to Leathers, tipped over. Dug out by Huffstetler. Kelly here to Garland. And deflected and in. Tied up at 12. Summertown on a 3-0 run to tie it up here at 12. Serve here from Huff-Stedler. Dug out by Knowles. Campbell sending up Leathers. Tipped over. Dug out by Kelly. Over to Huff-Stedler. Gets it between the lines. Over to Maddie Huff-Stedler. That one's in. Oh, no save by Eagleville. That one's in. Summertown thought it was on the ground. A great diving save. Eagleville gets it, literally lands in between the Summertown celebration. Yeah, it's 50-50, you know. I can see both points of it. Serve here from Campbell, dug out by Gillum. Huff-Stedler to Emerson, deflected wide, and tied up at 13. Izzy Garland back to serve. That one is long. Just checking in for Summertown as well was Ava Cornelius. Now Garland checks out as Kelly comes back in. Leathers back to serve. Not Weathers, Leathers. That is over. Dug out by Gillum. Audrey Huff-Stedler over to Cornelius. Wide. 14-13 Eagleville. Leathers back to serve. Dug out by Gillum. Huff-Stedler to Emerson. That one deflected back. Dug out by Campbell. Leathers over. Dug out by Kelly. Huff-Stedler here to Cornelius. And the pass just out of her reach. 16-13 Eagleville. Next serve here from Leathers is over, deflecting and in for the ace, 17-13. Serve here, dug out by Gillum. Huff-Stedler, now to Maddie Huff-Stedler, over the net. Campbell, and sent over, and in. Picking up the kill there is Bond. It's 18-13. They're on a 6-1 run ever since Summertown tied it up at 12. Serve here from Leathers. Dug out by Kelly, sent back to Eagleville. Campbell over to Smith, blocked down and in by Emerson. And that ball cut off the Eagleville run. 18-14. Next serve. Over the net, dug out by Knowles, over to Campbell. Campbell now to Leathers. Dug out by Kelly. Huff-Stedler here to Lena Brown, who just checked in. Dug out by Campbell. Knowles over to Bond. Dug out by Kelly. Huff-Stedler here to Cornelius. Tipped over. That is dug out. Knowles over to Baker and in. 19-14. Knowles back to serve. Over the net here, dug out by Kelly. Huff-Stedler here to Maddie Huff-Stedler, blocked, dug out by Kelly. Huff-Stedler, Cornelius over, dug out by Campbell. Knowles setting up Leathers, dug out by Huff-Stedler. Kelly here to Maddie Huff-Stedler in the net. As Eagleville's on the backstretch here, 20-14. Next serve up. Dug out by Ricks and can't be saved. That's an ace. More than likely there. The head coach telling her the same thing, that ball was probably going to go long. Timeout called by Summertown as they trail by 7. We'll take that break with them on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
And back at the Summertown Smackdown, first set between Summertown and Eagleville. Eagleville leading 21-14. Summertown just called their first timeout. Ricks digs out the serve. Huffstedler here to Brown. Brown tipped and in. Riding the net like a Tony Hawk skateboard. Falls in. 6-point lead now as Zoe Bonner and Macy Pettis will come in for the Huffstedlers. Bonner back to serve. A whole bunch of new faces in the Summertown lineup as that serve goes long, 22-15. You know, this team just graduated one senior a year ago in Abby Jo Schaefer. A lot of youth and experience out here once again. Serve up here, dug out by Kelly. Bonner over to Pettis. Long, 23-15. There's a lot of talent as well. The more games the Summertown team plays, the better they're going to play together and the better they're going to get. Freeze back to serve. 2 points away here. Ricks digs it out. Bonner, Brown, slapped over, dug out by Baker. Campbell, here to Leathers. Dug out by Bonner, off the wall. And set point now for Eagleville. Next serve, dug out by Kelly. Bonner, Brown. And they're going to call Bonner in the net. And that will be the first set. Eagleville takes the first one here, 25-15. Take a short break. We'll have start of the second set when we return on the X Sports Network.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
And back here at the Summertown Smackdown, Eagleville took the first set from Summertown 25-15 as we get ready to start the second. Kelly, Emerson, Garland, Pettis, Brown, and Zoe Bonner in for Summertown as Kelly will serve it up. This one's dug out by Knowles. Campbell setting up Bug. Hit wide, and Summertown up 1-0 early. Serve here from Kelly. There's a diving dig there, just out of the reach of Pettis, but Pettis will get it over after the dig from Emerson. Baker tipped over, dug out by Bonner. Kelly here to Emerson, over, dug out by Knowles, sent over. Now it's Bonner here to Pettis. That one was blocked. Emerson gets it over, dug out by Leathers, and say it was a 4-hit there by Summertown. Kenny Campbell now in as well here for Eagleville. Baker back to serve, 1-1 here in the second set. Baker serve, dug out by Emerson. Bonner setting up Brown, tipped. Bug digs it out, Knowles. And getting it over is Campbell. Kelly, Bonner, Brown, and pinballs around. Still can't get it over his freeze, and Brown with the kill. 2-1 Summertown's lead. Gillum back to serve. Is over the net, dug out by Knowles. Campbell here to Leathers, in on the sideline. Ties the game up at 2. Baker back to serve. Oops, not Baker this time. My apologies. It's Ella Lee seeing her first action. That is dug out by Garland. Bonner, Emerson. That one's in. Perfectly placed there by Emerson. 3-2 Summertown leads. Smith now in for Lee. And the Huffstettlers will check in. And Audrey will go back and serve. Over the net here, dug out by Baker. Campbell setting up Leathers, and Garland digs out. Gillen pushes it back over. Baker, Campbell, Smith will get it over. Kelly, Huffstetler, Emerson, dug out by Baker. Leathers gets it over. Diving save by Gillen. Kelly now over to Garland, blocked and in. Smith and Campbell combine for the block, ties the game up at 3. Kinley Campbell will check out, and Presley Campbell will check in. There's way too many Campbells on this line. Just kidding. Dug out here by Gillum. Now Knowles digs this one out. Campbell over to Bond. Diving save by Kelly. Emerson over, above wide. 4-3. Eagleville takes their first lead of the second set. Good idea by Emerson. Just hit it a 1.5 feet long. Serve here from Campbell. That is dug out by Gillum. Huffstetler, the Maddie Huffstetler in the net. 5-3, the Eagleville lead. It's a problem for Summertown the first set as well. A lot of unforced errors. Serve here from Campbell, dug out by Gillum. Diving save by Kelly, and Audrey Huffstetler gets it over the net. Baker, Campbell, Smith, diving save by Kelly. Huffstetler to Maddie Huffstetler, tipped over. Diving save by Campbell. Smith over. Emerson over. Dug out by Knowles. Campbell dug out by Huffstetler. Kelly here to Maddie Huffstetler. Dug out by Campbell. Knowles now to Bond. Blocked. Saved. Huffstetler digs it out. Kelly saves it. Gillum will get it over the net. What a point. Knowles. Campbell here to Leathers. Tipped over. Blocked by Garland. Saved. Campbell over. Dug out and in. A marathon point puts Eagleville up 6-3. Serve here by Campbell, dug out by Kelly. Huffstedler, Emerson blocked, dug out by Gillum. Kelly. Now over to Garland, who gets it over, dug out by Knowles. Campbell here to Leathers. Long. 6-4 is the Eagleville lead. Serve here from Garland. Believe it or not, just a sophomore coming into this year. It's a long 7-4. Ava Cornelius checked in earlier as Kelly will check back in for Summertown. Leathers back to serve for the other Lady Eagles. That is over, dug out by Kelly. Huffstedler. Here to Maddie Huffstedler, got it over, dug out by Bond. Campbell. Here to Baker, blocked. And in! Maddie Huffstedler with the block, it's 7-5. Brown Ricks will come in for Emerson and Gillum. Ricks ready to go, the left-hander over the net. Dug out by Knowles. Campbell here to Leathers. Kelly. Ooh. Poor little one there. He's all right. Didn't even notice it. It's 8-5. If it was my son, he'd turn around and go, stop it. Stop it right now. Don't know where he got that from. Have no clue. 8-5 as Knowles is serving the net. Now 8-6. Zoe Bonner into the game, along with Macy Pettis as the Huffstedlers check out. Bonner's serve just cannot get over the net. There's a hit the top tape and came right back. 9-6 the Eagleville lead. Kinley Campbell and Freeze check in for Presley, Campbell, and Bond. Serve up here from Freeze is Waylon, now 9-7. Annalie Kelly ready to serve here for Summertown. Garland in for Cornelius. Kelly's serve is dug out by Freeze over to Summertown, and three Lady Eagles didn't know what to do with that one. Now 10-7. Could have been a good opportunity and some miscommunication. Puts them down 3 again. Baker to serve here for Eagleville. Dug out by Garland. Ricks now back to Garland. Gets it over. Dug out by Baker. Over to Campbell. Now to Leathers. Can't be saved. 11-7. Largest lead of the set for Eagleville. Baker ready to go again for the other Lady Eagles. Over the net. Dug out by Ricks. Battle at the net, won by Bug. Now a 5-point lead. Baker's serve. Dug out by Ricks again. Bonner, here to Garland. That one's in. Good redemption there for the sophomore, 12-8. Gillum and Emerson back in as Brown and Pettis check out. To serve is Gillum. Dug out by Freeze. Campbell over to Bug, who looks like hit into the net there. 12-9, back-to-back points here for the Lady Eagles. Serve here from Gillum. Dug out by Knowles. Campbell here to Leathers. That one's in, just out of the reach of Pettis. 13-9. Smith will come in for Bug. Also in is Ella Lee. Came in for Knoll. Go back and serve. Lee serve. Dug out by Garland. Kelly Here to Emerson. Got it over. Dug out by Baker. Campbell. Here to Leathers. Tipped and in. Another 5-point Eagleville lead, 14-9. It's dug out by Gillum. Bonner. Here to Pettis. And long. 15-9, their largest lead. Serve here from Lee. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner. Setting up Emerson. Dug out by Baker. Campbell. Over to Freeze. Dug out by Bonner. Kelly. Here to Pettis. And hits it in the net. It's now 16-9. Coming up, I believe, on 35 minutes left here in the match. Next serve is dug out by Gillum. Bonner. Here to Emerson. And that one's in. 16-10 as the Huffstettlers would come in for Bonner and Pettis. Audrey Huffstetler back to serve. Serve is dug out by Freeze. Campbell over to Leathers. Wide. Back-to-back points, 16-11. Serve here from Huffstetler. Dug out by Leathers. Probably should have let that one go. Leathers killer tip. Dug out by Kelly. Huffstetler back between the lines. Emerson over. Dug out by Knowles. Campbell here to Leathers and in. Splits the Lady Eagle defense. It's 17-11. Presley Campbell back to serve. Come in for Kinley Campbell. It's dug out by Gillum. Huffstetler. Emerson blocked by Leathers. Now to Maddie Huffstetler. Got it over. That is dug out by Baker. Campbell here to Bond. Dug out by Huffstetler. Kelly here to Garland. That one's in. 17-12. Ava Cornelius comes in for Kelly as Garland goes back to serve. Sent over, and that is dug out by Knowles. Campbell, and that kill attempt goes long by Leathers. So 3-0 run, as we all saw a life flash before our eyes on that one, or at least the camera did at least. Garland back to serve again, over the net, and that's an ace. How about a 4-0 run? Lead down the 3, 17-14. Garland to serve again. Dug out by Leathers. Campbell over to Bond. Wide. 17-15. 5-0 run. Next serve here from Garland. Dug out by Leathers. Campbell. Here to Bond again. Tipped. Dug out by Garland. Huffstetler. Here to Cornelius. Got it over. Dug out by Baker. Over to Campbell. Setting up Leathers. Tipped. Dug out by Gillum. Huffstetler. Here to Emerson. Dug out by Campbell. Knowles. Here to Baker. Dug out by Huffstetler. Back over to Eagleville. Campbell. Knowles. Here to Leathers. Dug out by Huffstetler, saved by Gillum, over to Maddie Huffstetler, tipped, dug out by Gillum. Huffstetler, over to Cornelius, blocked it in! 17-16. 6-0 Summertown run, 1-point Eagleville lead. And a timeout will be called by Eagleville, and we'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Summertown on a 6-0 run trails Eagleville here in the second set, 17-16. Garland got in here, back to serve once again for the Lady Eagles. Down 1-0 after dropping the first, 25-15. Serve here from Garland goes long. And the lead for the other Lady Eagles back out to 2, 18-16. Baker out. And back in is Autumn Burns. Leathers back to serve. Dug out by Kelly. Huffstedler. Emerson blocked. Diving save by Huffstedler. Cornelius over. Now Knowles setting up Burns. Blocked and in. Maddie Huffstedler actually saying that the ball never made it over the nets. It's a 4-hit there. 18-17. And we'll give Maddie credit for the block anyways. Serve here from Ricks. Dug out by Leathers. Campbell. Here to Bond. That one's in. Bradley Bond makes it a 2-point game again. Knowles back to serve. Smith checks out. Her serve off the top of the net and in. Flected around, and Eagleville back up by 3 as they hit the back stretch. Knowles back to serve again. Is over and in. Back-to-back aces and a 4-point lead. Next serve here from Knowles. Dug out by Ricks. Huffstedler. Here to Maddie Huffstedler. Tipped and in. Lead back down the 3, 21-18. Bonner, Pettis back in for the Huffstedlers. Bonner back to serve. Is over. Off of the fingertips and in for the ace. Burns struggled with that one. And a 2-point game, 21-19. Serve here from Bonner. Dug out by Burns, over to Campbell. Sets up Bond, dug out by Kelly. Bonner, Pettis, blocked. Dug out by Bonner, battle at the net. Sent back over, Bonner. Kelly to Pettis. That deflects, Knowles. Bond gets it over, dug out by Ricks. Bonner over to Cornelius. Long, 22-19. Next serve here from Freeze. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner. Brown. Dug out by Knowles. Campbell. Burns. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner. High over to Pettis. Dug out by Leathers. Deflected wide. A 2-point game. 22-20. Garland comes in for Cornelius. Serve here from Kelly. It is dug out by Knowles. Campbell over to Bug. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner. Pettis. And mishits it. 23-20. Baker back to serve. Off the top of the net, dug out by Garland. Bonner over to Brown, tipped in. 1 point game again, 23-21. 2 point game, excuse me. Emerson, Gillum. Check in. And Garland wanted to go back and serve, but unfortunately just wasn't their turn. Will be Gillum, the left-hander, back to serve. Over the net. That is dug out by Freeze. Campbell. Now to Baker. Dug out by Pettis. Emerson. And Gillum will get it over. Baker. Campbell pushing over to Leathers. That one's in. And set point here for Eagleville. That was the point. So Eagleville will take the second set here, 25-21. Take a couple-minute break, and then we'll have some JV action when we return on the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Welcome to Mid-South Barndominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store. But we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Story and Lee Furniture.
Now it's the JV's turn after Eagleville won 2-0 varsity-wise over Summertown. And good action early on. A good block there at the net by Cornelius. Burns gets it over. This one's going to pinball around. Lucy Robert got it over. Rupert, I should say. Another good block by Cornelius and Tess Long at the net. Burns over and dug out by Rupert. Now they're going to set up Ellie Atkins and can't get that one over. It's 1-0 Eagleville. Don't have a number 10 here on the roster for Eagleville. Serve goes wide and we're tied up at 1. Looks like we got about 16, 18 minutes here left, plenty of time as Tess Long now back to serve. That is dug out there by Ainsley Cannon. Getting it over the net is Liza Freeze. Now Ricks setting up Sloan Kelsey. That one just out of the reach of Tess Long. 2-1 the Eagleville lead. To serve is Autumn Burns. Is over the net here, dug out by Tess Long, but Long tries to dig out the kill attempt, and that one goes wide. It's 3-1. Burns back to serve again here. 3-1 lead. Is dug out by Atkins. Ricks back over to Atkins, who hits it wide, 4-1. Next serve, that is dug out by Long. Atkins. Cornelius, who will get it over. And it's dug out by Burns. And a good job there by number 10 for Eagleville. The fake set, or the fake pass kill attempt goes in. And it's now 5-1 as they're on a 4-0 run. Serve from Burns. Dug out by Long. Ricks setting up Atkins. Tipped. Diving save goes wide, and Atkins gets the kill to break the 4-0 run. It's 5-2. To serve is Atkins. And wide. Make it 6-2. Back to serve is Freeze. And off the top of the net and in. Eagleville's been able to do that on a couple times here today. 7-2. Serve up here, dug out by Atkins. Long. Now over to Kelsey in the net. 8-2. Next serve. Dug out by Long, over to Ricks. Setting up Cornelius and gets it in. Skies up to get that one. And now it's 8-3. Checking in is Emerson Franks here for Summertown. Come in for Cornelius. Back to serve will be Lucy Ruber. Dug out by Burns, over to Ricks. Slap back over there by Cannon. Ricks. Emerson over, dug out though. And Burns tries to get it over and can't. How about back-to-back points for Summertown? 8-4, under 15 left to play. Serve here from Rupert. Dug out by Cannon. Freeze. Back to Cannon. And they're going to call one hit too many against Summertown there. It's now 9-4. Another Eagleville serves. They're up 9-4 here in the third set, or the first JV set. Atkins digs it out. And now sent back over to Eagleville. Nice diving save by Atkins. And this one's a pinball around as Burns gets it over. Ruber. Atkins now over to Kelsey. Slapped over. And sent back over to Summertown. Frank sent back over. Now Burns gets it right on the back line. Pinpoint accuracy. Now 10-4. We got two. No, that's a 16. My bad. Now this one's Ainsley Cannon. That one's in the net. 10-5. Back to serve is Kelsey. That is dug out on the back line. Tipped over. Saved by Kelsey. Ricks over to Tess Long. That one's dug out by Burns on the back line. Cannon shot goes long. 10-6. The Eagleville lead. Serve here from Kelsey, a rocket, but goes wide. Serve, that one is over. Long over the net, just a bit wide. (12-6) Eagleville lead. That one is over. Dug out by Kelsey. Ricks can't save it. Neither can Kelsey. It's down. It's 13-6. Serve is up. That is dug out by Kelsey. Burns will send it back over. Now 13-7, a 6-point Eagleville lead. Looks like 11 minutes left here. Serve. It's dug out by Freeze. Sent over by Eagleville. Emerson Franks in the air. Tessalon will punch it over. Cannon. Setting up. Eagleville kill attempt. Dug out by Rupert. Ricks over to Long. Dug out by Burns. Now back to Burns. Tipped. And out of her reach. 14-7. Next serve is dug out by Kelsey. Atkins gets it out of the net, and Franks hits it into there. 15-7. Serve. Dug out by Kelsey. Ricks over to Franks and blocked down and in. Burns coming away with the block. 9-point lead, 16-7. Serve. Dug out by Kelsey. Over to Ricks. Long. Franks over. Now Burns will get this one over just out of the reach of Rupert. 10-point lead, 17-7. Sent over the net here, dug out by Kelsey, back over to Eagleville. Slapped over there by Rosie Johns, but can't be handled by Summertown. It's 18-7. Serve in the net. And a break for Summertown to break the Eagleville run, as Eagleville breaks their own run, I guess you could say. 18-8. Emerson Franks back to serve. One is in the net. Ruber back in for Franks. Serve here from Eagleville. Dug out by Kelsey, over to Ricks. Setting up Cornelius, slammed home. Best kill of this JV set so far. It's 8 minutes left here in the match. Serve from Long. Dug out by Burns. And that kill attempt now dug out by Long. Ricks over to Kelsey. Hits it wide. 20-9. Serve dug out by Atkins. Ricks back to Atkins, who gets it over. That is dug out by Burns. Now over to Collins. That one's down. Good attempt there by Rubert, but a kill attempt there from Cannon, not Collins, excuse me. Coming up on 7 minutes left. Next serve, it's Burns. Dug out by Atkins. Long ran out of real estate there. And it's 22-9. Ball came in our broadcast position, and Hayden kicked every leg and wire we had trying to get that one out. Serve. Dug out by Long. Kelsey. Now Cornelius gets it over. Freeze. Over to Burns. And that one's in. 23-9. Serve. Dug out by Long. And Kelsey and Ricks have trouble getting it over the net. 24-9. Serve. Dug out by Long. Ricks, Cornelius, and in. 24-10. Coming up on 5 minutes left. Atkins back to serve. That one is dug out by Cannon. Freeze back to Cannon, dug out by Rubert. Ricks sent back over to Eagleville, but Kelsey's going to dig it out. And Cornelius sends it over. And a good dig there by Kelsey. Atkins over to Cornelius, right on the line. Back-to-back kills for her. Her fourth of the set, 24-11. Serve is dug out by Cannon, and Cornelius takes advantage of the hard dig. Slams it down, make it 3 kills in a row for her. Next serve, dug out by Burns. And setting up Johns there. Rubert now over to Kelsey, tipped over. Freeze, can't handle it. How about the run It's for Summertown. It's been set point for Eagleville for a while, and Summertown just keeps scoring. Next hit, and it is dug out by Burns. Setting up Cannon. Tipped and can't be handled, and it'll be set point. It's going to keep on playing as Eagleville, well, no, just says 24-13. I think it's, Wayne's World play on. Atkins digs it out. Rubert over to Kelsey. It's a wide. And now that does make it the official set there, 25-13. Just play on from here. Under 4 minutes left. And Cornelius tipped it over. Wow, Eagleville all over that one. Good job there from Cornelius as well. Rubert, and her dig goes into the second row. Serve here from Freeze is dug out by Atkins. Ricks over to Kelsey. And dug out by Burns. Setting up Cannon. Dug out by Atkins. Ricks. Kelsey fading away, but it hits the antenna. Serve. Ricks here setting up Cornelius, who gets it over. Battle at the net. And saying that Eagleville was in the net there. Summertown gets their second point here of the second JV set. Rubert back to serve. Kill attempt in the net, and we're tied up at 2. So we're coming up on 2 minutes left to play. Yep, just under 2 minutes now. Serve. Burns digs it out. And Burns will get it over the net. Rubert digs it out. Ricks over to Kelsey, tipped. Saved by Burns. Get it over to Cannon in the net. 3-0 Summertown run as they lead it. Next serve. Here from Rubert is in the net. Serve is over, dug out by Atkins. Ricks here to Franks. Dug out by Burns. Setting up Cannon now. Long. Rubert tried for it and didn't touch it, thankfully. 4-3 to Summertown lead. 45 seconds left. Kelsey back to serve. Set back to Summertown. Long, or Kelsey can't save it. So a hard dig turns into a point for Eagleville to tie it up here at 4. Next serve. In the net. And 10 seconds left. Looks like we got time for one more point here. And Ricks will serve it up. In for the ace, and that one will do it. So Eagleville takes all 3 sets here between the two. Our next match will feature Lawrence County and Summertown. That will be in about 15 minutes here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.